Okay, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know a lot of people been asking for a Zato guide, so I'm gonna tell you some tips and tricks that you can use in the match to help you get your win. All right, let's get into it. Okay, let's start off with Zato's leap. Zato's leap, he has two versions. He has the one where he's summoning him. He has the second one when he's already summoned. The difference between the two is when he summoned him is 21 frames to start up, and when he's already summoned is 13 frames to start up, which is important to tell the difference between the two because you could punish them differently. It's important to note when he uses leap, you can actually anti-air it, which kills Eddie, gives you time to go in for an attack. And the second thing is that you can special cancel off the attacking Eddie. So let's say if he's in a corner and he summoned Eddie using leap off a block string, you can actually just low profile it using 2D. You can dash right under. You always had the ability to attack first. As you can see, I had him spamming 5P just to show you that you had the ability to attack first. You can also anti-air him, which not going to do nothing because he can still attack first, but it still kills Eddie. All options kill Eddie, so it's good to know. Okay, let's move on with his move That's a Lot, which is a funny name. It has 27 frames of startup on summon, and the second version is it got 19 frames when he's already summoned. So it's coming out at 19 frames if he's already summoned. If you summon him, it's coming out at 27 frames. The most important thing is that it's 55. It's plus 55 on block. So you traditionally don't want to be blocking this. This is just hella frame advantage for your opponent. It do have a major weakness. It is a huge gap when you're summoning it. So you'll always be able to, let's say, let's do a string. Oh, wrong move. All right, right there, like that. You always have enough time to jump out of it. So that's the key to beating Zato. You gotta recognize, you gotta tell the difference between all his moves, between leap and That's a Lot, between his drills. Once you start visually confirming what he's doing, you can then better counter him. Sometimes it's better to jump on the spikes because it covers all three options. Let's say he uses this and he goes in for a low. Because you jumped on the spikes, he can no longer use low options. Or he come in with the overhead. I'm saying with the overhead, he can no longer do that because you jumped on the spikes. So he can't use the overhead, he can't use the low, and he can't grab you because you got block stun from landing on the spikes. So he can't do an air grab and get you that way. So cover all three of his options. You can't mix this up by like double jumping, so you don't even have to block the spikes. If you want to just mix your opponent up, you could jump out of it. You don't need to sit there and take the pressure. Like I said, it's plus 55 on block. You don't want to do that because then he could pretty much do his way with you. All right, he could go in for his command grab setups, which is going to refill Eddie and then put you right back in the same situation. So you don't want to let him have his way with you because all his moves has ridiculous frame advantage. So let's get into his next move, Oppose. Oppose is probably one of his better moves. It's mostly used for his command grab setup, so it's important to know what this do so you could then avoid the command grab setup. So let's say he summoned Oppose, right? Yeah, and so the mix up off this move is basically he can set up that type of trap to where you trying to attack Eddie and he just runs up and command grabs you, and then you refill his whole bar and then put you right back in the same situation. So what you want to do is you can either one, jump out of it, avoid the pressure altogether, risk a jump grab, which is not that bad. I'll risk the jump grab, or you can just dash up and try to grab him. So those are two ways you could deal with that situation. Other than that, it's not too much else that Zato weaknesses that he has. More or less, if he already has you in some type of block pressure on the ground, you gotta accept it. wait to pay attention to his meter. You want to pay attention to his meter at all times, because then you know all his options. You know all his options by paying attention to his meter and then responding appropriately. If he already has the block string going, you have to respect that, because all his special moves is like plus 30, plus 55, plus 46. So you have to show him some type of respect and act accordingly. Yeah, man, that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this. I know it was short, but Zato really doesn't have that many weaknesses. Like, I think he's like third best in the game right now. He doesn't have that many weaknesses that Leo could exploit. It's better just to know general knowledge when you go up and fighting this guy. So the more you know, the better you can handle a situation. Yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Comment any more video suggestions. I'll have more guides out. I'm sorry it took me a day later than what I usually upload. I was just going through something personal and it really got in the way of uploading. Besides that, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we out.
Nowadays, nothing really is ice. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on blinking, she ice. Freeze, photo, please, no photos. No, G's, no, please, no photos. Hit the door and the doorman just whole team here might need some. Still young, but I move like a new deal.